Hey everybody, today I will talk about the new event vehicle in the Dreams Become True event, the KV-7. The KV-7 U-13, it's a tank destroyer that can be found in the USSR Tech Tree at Tier 3 at BR 4.0. Against a 3.3 medium tank, the Panzer III-M, you can see that the armor of the tank is almost impenetrable. You have just a few weak spots where your round can penetrate. With most of the spots that you can penetrate, you will not kill the crewman. You can also try to pierce the armor with a PCR, but the penetrable points are not that different compared to using normal rounds. The same can be said about the 3.7 Sherman tank with the AP round, where the penetrable parts of the hull are pretty much the same. The thing starts to change if we move to the AP-CBC M61, where a little bit more spots are penetrable. With this type of round, it's much easier to kill the whole crew and disable the tank. If we go against a normal 4.0 tank destroyer, we will see that most of the tank is penetrable. Right now I use other tanks round to simulate the ones used by the IS-7. We start with the hit round that has 80mm of penetration, and we will show it against the Sherman, one of the most popular tanks around these BRs. If you shoot central, you don't penetrate. If you shoot the optics, you will kill the crewman immediately behind the optics. You can also use the classic weak spot of the gun, of the machine gun port, where you kill again the machine gunner. You can't penetrate the gun shield, but you can penetrate the side of the front of the turret. If instead we simulate the AP-HE-BC, we can see that the penetration is much harder. The optics on the front of the hull are not penetrable anymore. The machine gun shield is still penetrable. And the side of the turret is also penetrable. If we simulate the APCR, we can see that most of the hull is penetrable. Via the optics, you can kill basically 3 crewmen. The center of the hull is not penetrable, and the machine gun port is still penetrable. The gun shield, it's not penetrable, and the side of the turret is penetrable. If we try to simulate the APCR of the smaller guns, we see that basically none of the tank is penetrable. You can still penetrate the machine gun port, and you can still penetrate the side of the turret, but with very little weak spots. If we try to simulate the AP-BC, you can still penetrate the machine gun port. You cannot penetrate the optics. You can still penetrate the side of the turret. and you can't penetrate the gun shield. If we take out the tank for a test drive, the main gun obviously doesn't have any problems penetrate the first two targets of the test drive. With the HE, it's a lot easier to destroy the open top vehicles. With the very little spalling of the APCR, it's not very easy to kill an enemy tank, even a low BR1. The acceleration of the tank, it's not the best. And it's also quite sluggish, with the top speed of 34 km an hour on paved road. Also on unpaved roads or unpaved areas, the speed, top speed is still of 34 km an hour. To sum up the tank, I would say that it will be a fun event vehicles to use. It will be quite a fun tank destroyer, but it won't be overpowered. It will actually be quite a mid tank in my opinion, but obviously we will need to see it in gameplay once we unlock it. By the look of it, on a static try, it's not the best, it's not the worst, it's quite a fun vehicle. I hope that you liked the video, and if you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.